Tonight is not like other nights. Something is about to happen. You are not here by accident. God brought you to this moment because He wants to heal your anxiety. Maybe your day was heavy. Maybe your mind is tired. Maybe fear visited you again. But tonight will be different because God is acting. Take a deep breath now. Inhale slowly. Release gently. Each breath opens space for healing to begin. God does not only see your anxiety. He does not only understand your struggle. He intervenes. He touches. He transforms. Now imagine a gentle light descending over your mind, cleaning racing thoughts, reordering emotions, restoring you. Anxiety is not stronger than God's power, not greater than His presence, not deeper than His love. He can heal now, tonight. Maybe you have tried controlling everything. Maybe you tried ignoring it. Maybe you tried escaping, but healing begins when you allow it. Allow God to touch your mind. Allow Him to touch your heart. Allow Him to touch your emotions without resistance, without fear. The Holy Spirit is present, and where He is, there is peace, there is healing, there is rest. If you want to receive this healing tonight, you can write in the comments, "I receive," a simple act of faith, a decision of the heart. As you remain here, something begins to shift, maybe subtle, maybe quiet, but real. God is reaching places no one else can reach, inner spaces, invisible wounds, hidden fears. Tonight is not just another night. It is a turning point, a moment of divine intervention, a spiritual encounter, a beginning of healing. Your heart begins to slow. Your body begins to relax. Your mind begins to quiet. Healing has already started. You are being cared for. If this prayer is already touching you, you can subscribe to the channel. There will always be words of life here, words of faith, words of rest. God does not need much time to act deeply. He works in silence. He works in calm. He works now. Stay, breathe, trust. Healing is happening, even if you don't fully see it yet. Anxiety begins losing space. Peace begins growing. Hope begins rising. Everything inside you is being restored. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. God is here, now. And tonight, God is healing your anxiety, touching your mind, strengthening your heart, bringing peace. As you continue here, something invisible is happening. God is reaching your mind right now, not tomorrow, not later, now. Maybe your thoughts are still racing. Maybe restlessness is still present. But underneath it all, peace is forming, real peace. God touches first where it hurts most. He goes straight to the repetitive thought, the painful memory, the constant worry, and begins restoring it. Anxiety tries to dominate the mind. It creates scenarios. It invents fears. It projects disasters. But God interrupts that cycle. Right now, just like the light in the image, imagine it touching your head, entering your mind, organizing your thoughts. You do not need to force silence. You do not need to fight every thought. God is doing the inner work. You just need to remain and trust. Maybe you notice something subtle, a slowing down, a gap between thoughts, a small relief. These signs matter. The Holy Spirit does not work loudly. He works deeply. He works gently. He works invisibly. But the effects are real. If your mind already feels lighter, write in the comments, "My mind is being healed," not as pressure, but as faith. When you declare, you activate something inside. You reinforce truth. You weaken fear. You strengthen trust. Anxiety lives on negative anticipation, but God works through hopeful anticipation. He plants calm where tension lived. He plants certainty where doubt ruled. He plants rest where agitation was. Maybe you cannot fully explain what you feel, but something shifted. Your chest feels lighter. Your breathing is deeper. Your body begins trusting. Stay here a little longer. Do not leave mentally. Do not return to worry. This is a sacred moment of healing. The overloaded mind now begins to rest, like someone who finally can lie down without fear. If this prayer is helping you, subscribe to the channel. Here you will always find a safe place to return. The more you return, the more your mind learns there is refuge, there is peace, there is protection. God is replacing anxious thoughts with thoughts of safety, replacing fear with trust, replacing tension with rest. This is healing. You are not imagining it. You are not pretending. You are being touched. Your mind is being reorganized. Your peace is being restored. There may still be noise, but it is farther away, weaker, less dominant, and it will continue fading. Because tonight, God did not only promise, He is touching your mind, removing anxiety, preparing you to rest. Anxiety does not appear from nowhere. It has roots, experiences, accumulated fears, unresolved wounds. Maybe no one sees those wounds. Maybe you tried to ignore them yourself, but God sees, and He does not ignore. He heals. As you remain here, God is going beyond the symptoms. He is touching the origin, the emotional root, the place where it began. It may have been disappointment. It may have been loss. It may have been rejection. It may have been constant fear. Nothing is beyond God's reach. Now, imagine that light going deeper, not only into your mind, but into your heart, into your memories, into stored emotions. Maybe you feel like crying. Maybe you feel a different tightness. That is not weakness. That is release. That is healing beginning. The Holy Spirit works gently. He does not force. He does not invade. He restores. He rebuilds. Anxiety is often misdirected protection, your body trying to survive. But now, God is saying, you are safe. If this touches something inside you, write in the comments, "I surrender my wounds," not as exposure, but as freedom. When you surrender the root, anxiety loses power because it has nothing left to hold on to. God is treating the foundation, not just the symptom. Maybe you carried guilt too long. Maybe you pressured yourself too much. Maybe you tried to be too strong. Now you can rest. You do not need to defend yourself. God does not accuse you. He does not point at failures. He welcomes. He embraces. He restores your identity. You are not your anxiety. You are not your fear. You are not your mistakes. You are loved. You are cared for. As this truth enters your heart, tension begins dissolving, guilt begins leaving, shame begins weakening, peace begins growing. If this moment is bringing healing, subscribe to the channel. This is a space of restoration, a safe place, an atmosphere of faith. God is replacing painful memories with hope, replacing insecurity with solid identity, replacing fear with trust. Maybe not everything feels resolved tonight, but something has started, a real healing process, deep, lasting. Anxiety begins losing its roots because the root is being treated. What was hidden is being illuminated and restored. Remain a few seconds in silence. Breathe slowly. Feel your heart lighter. You are being cared for. You are being healed. Tonight, God did not only calm your mind, He touched your story. He touched your emotions and began deep healing. Anxiety often works in cycles. It goes, it returns. It seems to fade. Then it comes back, stronger. But tonight, something different is happening. God is not just calming a moment, He is breaking the cycle, interrupting the pattern, changing the structure. Fear feeds on repetition, repeated dots, repeated worries, repeated scenarios. But God's power interrupts repetition. Right now, declare internally, this cycle ends here, not with human strength, but with spiritual authority, with trust in God. Anxiety said, this will come back tomorrow, but God says, I am restoring you, and restoration is ongoing. Maybe you fear feeling it again, fear of the night, fear of silence, fear of your own thoughts, but you are no longer alone. The Holy Spirit is sealing this moment, marking this night as a turning point, as a moment of freedom, as a new beginning. Take a deep breath now. Feel your body looser, your shoulders lighter, your heart slower. Something is shifting. If you want to break this cycle tonight, write in the comments, I am free, not from pressure, but from faith. When you declare freedom, you weaken fear. You reduce anxiety's authority. You strengthen your spiritual identity. You reaffirm your trust. Anxiety tries to predict the worst, but God is writing a future of peace. Anxiety tries to control, but God teaches trust, and trust brings rest. Maybe not everything outside is solved, but inside something changed. Your perception shifted. Your posture shifted. Your faith strengthened. You are not a prisoner of your thoughts. You are not a slave to worry. You are not dominated by fear. You are guarded by God, and that is enough. Imagine invisible chains breaking, mental pressure releasing, emotional weight falling, the cycle dissolving, fear losing space. If this moment is bringing freedom, subscribe to the channel. Here you will always find words that strengthen and renew your faith. Each time you return to prayer, the cycle weakens further. Your brain learns new pathways. Your soul learns new rest. Your mind learns new peace. Anxiety does not have the final word. God does, and His word is healing, restoration, freedom. You may still sense faint shadows, but they no longer dominate. They no longer control. They no longer define you. They are fading. Remain in silence for a few seconds. Feel your breathing. Feel your inner stability. You are being freed. You are being strengthened. Tonight, the cycle of anxiety is breaking. Fear is being disarmed. Your mind is being renewed, and you are stepping into freedom. Now that your mind has been touched and your heart has begun restoration, your body can rest too, because inner peace reflects outwardly. Notice your breathing right now. It is slower, deeper, more natural, without effort. Your body no longer needs to stay alert. It does not need to prepare for danger. It can turn off tension. It can release muscles. It can trust. Feel your shoulders relaxing, your jaw loosening, your forehead softening, your chest slowing. Everything begins aligning. Anxiety puts the body in defense, but God's presence puts the body in safety, and safety brings rest, true rest. Now imagine a gentle warmth moving through your body, like golden light descending slowly, from your thoughts down to your feet. That light is telling your nervous system, it is okay, you are safe, you can sleep, I am taking care of you. Maybe your eyelids feel heavier. Maybe your body sinks deeper into the bed. Maybe your thoughts feel spaced out. These are signs of rest arriving. Allow it. If your body already feels lighter, write in the comments, I am resting. A gentle confirmation, a testimony of faith. There is no rush now. The world can wait. Decisions can wait. Answers can wait. This moment is yours. God is guarding your home, guarding your night, guarding your dreams, guarding your rest. You can release control. Your heart does not need to watch anymore. Your mind does not need to predict. Your body does not need to react. Everything is being sustained by God. Feel the pleasant heaviness of your body, as if sinking into safety, as if being held, as if being protected, as if wrapped in peace. Each breath now is slower, deeper, calmer. Your system is slowing down. Sleep is approaching. If this prayer is helping you relax, subscribe to the channel. There will always be moments like this here, moments of real rest. The more you return, the more your body learns that night is not a threat, that silence is not danger, that rest is safe. Anxiety loses strength in your body. Tension loses rigidity. Fear loses intensity. Fatigue now transforms into healthy sleep. Do not force anything. Do not control anything. Just remain. Breathe. Trust. God is holding you right now. His presence fills your room. His peace fills your mind. His care fills your body. You are safe. And as you remain here, sleep begins to arrive naturally. Soft, calm, deep. You have now reached the end of this prayer, but not the end of healing. What began here continues even while you sleep. God keeps working. Tonight your anxiety was touched. Your mind was reorganized. Your heart was strengthened. Your body was calmed. Your soul was cared for. You may not feel everything fully now, but something has started. A silent process, deep and real. The Holy Spirit seals this moment as a mark, as a spiritual memory, as a turning point, as a new beginning. If thoughts try to return later, remember what happened here. Remember the peace you felt. Remember the safety. Remember the presence. God is guarding your mind while you sleep, guarding your dreams, guarding your breathing, guarding your heart. You are not unprotected. Night is not a threat. It is rest. It is restoration. It is divine care. It is peace. Now allow your body to sink deeper, without effort, without resistance, without control. Just release. If this prayer brought relief to your heart, you can write in the comments, "I will sleep in peace." A gentle act of faith, a soft declaration. And if you want to return whenever you need, subscribe to the channel. There will always be words of life and rest here. Now imagine a gentle light remaining over you. Not intense, not overwhelming, just present. That light represents continuous protection, even when you fall asleep, even when you are unaware, even in the silence of midnight. It remains. Your heart slows even more. Your breathing becomes lighter. Your body grows heavy. Your mind drifts away. Sleep is near. There is no need to fight anymore. No need to watch. No need to anticipate. God is caring. You can rest. Anxiety lost space. Peace gained ground. Fear weakened. Trust increased. Healing began. Maybe you are almost asleep now. Maybe these words feel distant. Maybe your thoughts are fading softly. That is good. That is natural. Allow yourself to cross that line, between wakefulness and sleep, between thought and silence, between control and surrender. You are safe. God remains present, even in the dark, even in silence, even in the unseen. He remains. May your night be light. May your dreams be calm. May your mind remain peaceful. May your body rest deeply. May you wake renewed. And now, rest. Anxiety no longer governs this night. God does. Sleep in peace.